So I was in the middle of doing a great video when I decided to pause it because it was getting too hot in here. And so instead of redoing this video, because I accidentally pushed stop instead of pause, instead of redoing this video, I just decided to make a part 2 because I was really into this. So anyway, going back to this card, which is the Star Ancestors, this is a card of connection with meditation. It's asking you to dig a little bit deeper about the situation at hand. And I feel like that digging deeper is what's going to take you into this seeing really clearly about a situation. Yes, 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 they're saying. They're telling me to go to these. I hate when things like that happen, especially when it's a good reading and I feel like I'm flowing, and it is what it is, though. You know, hopefully you guys will see this part 2 and, you know, what have you. So we also have unconditional love, which is talking about the blueprint of life, which means a lot of you are finding out that you're stepping into this energy of Christ consciousness, 111, which means you're awakening to being more understanding, compassionate towards yourself and others. You're doing things that are helping you to learn more about being unconditional, loving, and non-judgmental, but it's also about transcending through all kinds of different energies and awakening to higher states of consciousness, higher states of realities and understanding. So for many of you, this is a time of being opened up so that you can okay, what am I trying to say? You're being opened up in this rock bottom, so to speak. It doesn't have to be a rock bottom on drugs or alcohol or something like that, because that's what many of us can relate with that. But this is talking about just like any part of your life that's just like, damn, I feel like the bottoms fell out. I feel like no matter which direction I go, things aren't working out right. Well, take the time to learn about compassion, not judging the situation, yourself or others involved. You know, be compassionate towards yourself and others. There's something about this that you can use in this time of hitting rock bottom. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's deep desire to change something, to see something differently. But I feel like that change is going to come when you stop judging the process or stop judging the situation or what have you. The time for nurturing your mind, body, and soul is highly important. We have 2 cards that are speaking of just that. So we do have the nourishment card, which is talking about watering your mind, body, and soul, being gentle with yourself. But we also have this card here, which is talking about as well as nurturing. This is a card of intuition. I'm feeling fulfillment, but that is not what this card is actually about. But I'm feeling fulfillment with this card for whatever reason. But what this is talking about is finding different ways of getting yourself to balance, having peace of mind. The energy that I'm feeling with this card right now is that energy that I've been talking so much about lately, where I feel like we're just kind of like flatlined. It's just, we still have challenges. We still have things that are coming and going. We still have that up and down energy, but the way that we're responding to it, we're just flatlined. We're balanced out. We're not worrying about the lows or the highs. We're just kind of, it just is. We're not emotionally charged or drained by whatever is happening. 3, 4, 5. Oops, forgot there was these 2 here. So we do have sorcery, which is talking about revolution. I don't know exactly what this means, but I feel like a major change when it comes to connection. I do want to read what the book has to say about it, though. The first modern inhaler, it seems like this came out before and I had such a hard time understanding this. Okay, the message of this card is a reminder to breathe. The cannabis plant is a versatile consciousness and will work in a multitude of areas in your life. Since the beginning of civilization, we have had the tools within our natural environment to aid in the elements we may encounter. And what I'm feeling with this is connection with crystals, connection with different herbs and plants, connections with different things that you're putting in or on your body, or even engaging in like working with crystals that are going to help you to become something different, more evolved, more enlightened. And they said a good way of putting it, more enlightened. Not more enlightened, but becoming enlightened. in a situation. So there's some things that we need to let go and clear. This could be people, places, things, thought patterns, energies that are just no longer vibrating with our energy of love. 5055 guys are telling me is positive change and transformation, a new beginning that is going to have a never-ending cycle to it. So I'm feeling for many of you, this is a powerful cycle. Yes, they're saying. Music is highly important right now as well. I'm feeling like music is something that we either need to connect with, listen to, sing, maybe dance, maybe. But, this is called Dance Portal, which is talking about letting go. So maybe that's why I'm seeing that, dancing as a way of letting go. So we do have, I can't pronounce a lot of these names on these cards, but we do have a card which is talking about restoration. And every single time that I've got this card, I'm feeling like this energy of revamping something, taking something that you've started before and revamping it, making it new. 555, as I'm saying that, which is about positive change and transformation. I feel like some of us are just in this energy of, okay, we feel like we're on this flat line, we're balanced out, but now I want to feel like I'm on top of that line. I want to feel like I'm a little bit, I'm balanced out in my physical, spiritual, emotional, life. However, I want to feel like I'm more on top of things. So doing things to revamp the energy, bringing more positive, upbeat energy, even though you're feeling balanced, bringing some sort of upbeat energy. Every day when I come home, I'm singing and listening to Sugar Shack sessions. So maybe some of you need to just connect with a certain type of music that really gets you going. Don't watch TV, just do what you need to do, whether it be rest or meditation or what have you. But use the music as a form of connection, as a form of relaxing as well. So we do have Solo Magic, which is also a card that I feel is meant to be read with this restoration here and letting go. I feel like there's magic that you're tapping into due to the clearing of certain energies, certain thought patterns. Maybe you are connected to a certain job, 7-Eleven, or a person, or an energy that was just kind of had you always up in your head, had you always worrying about what the outcome would be, maybe had you so concentrated on that you wasn't putting time and energy into the rest of the areas of your life, and it was overtaking you. So for some of you, I should say, you're in this energy of clearing and letting go, which is bringing on supernatural experiences, connection with those gifts that I was telling you about, the clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, telepathy, telekinesis, the connection with movement of objects. For whatever reason, telekinesis is really standing out to me, and I don't know why we need to move objects, but that is a type of magic that they're talking about. Some of you are tapping into. I feel like a lot of us are seeing things out of the corner of our eyes, flashes of light, maybe things out in front of us as well. But I feel like a lot of us are connecting with things in our peripheral. So if you resonate with that, I see in 7-Eleven and 8-Eleven, and both of them were kind of flashing at me. So you may want to look those numbers up. We do have the wisdom card, which tells me that there's a situation that we're becoming a lot more in tune to, aligned with. And it's due to the wisdom that you've gained, or the understanding that you've gained from past or previous encounters, traumas, things that you've had to heal or what have you. And it's made you a lot more wiser because of it. And I feel like Spirit maybe even taking some of you into like past life energy where you overcame something, or maybe it wasn't maybe that you overcame it, but maybe it's showing you a negative situation and you're overcoming it in this lifetime. So I feel like it's taking you back to something that's going to help you to move forward with something. Very similar type of situations. We do have the Great Diviner, which is talking about learning or knowing how to transform energies. You're somebody that's learning about the divinity that is within you and what you can do with that, like the movement of objects, connecting with the elements, and maybe even being able to control fire and make the flame higher or bigger, or maybe you're able to make it rain when it's the sun is shining. It really happens, guys. These are things that are very magical. However, it's just a form of manifestation. It's a form of understanding, like, we are creators. So for many of you, you're tapping into that creator type of energy, and you're starting to create whatever it is that you're creating. That I don't know. It may be multiple things. It could just be one thing. However, hold on just a second, guys. Okay, Copper was struggling to get on the bed today. But I feel like a lot of you are just stepping into your divinity and learning what that means and doing something with it is what I mean. Oh, they're telling me to read the bottom, which is the Wizard. It goes along with this solo creation, solo creating, solo magic. But what I'm feeling is it's bringing on this energy of not being resistant anymore. It's almost like a lot of us, because we were in that flat line, we weren't really resistant, but we weren't really doing anything either. Like, we just felt like we were supposed to be. So now this energy is kind of shifting a little bit, not constant shift, but I feel like it's shifting a little bit to where it's bringing on a little bit more balance. But this balance is, I feel like, mostly seen and felt in the physical and in your energy body. But what I feel like in the spiritual or the ethers, that there's something going on with connecting with that divine spark, that essence that you are, the I am presence, the connection with the universe and spirit and oneness. Like, there's something about all of that that is helping you to tap into the magic that you truly are because of seeing your divinity and what it can do. I was also told to read the next one, which is Codes in Nature, which is talking about miracles happening. There's things that happen that are very healing and very beneficial. I can't talk when we're connecting with trees or just going out and connecting with nature in general. But what I'm feeling is the need for connecting with the sacredness of the trees at this time. So whether or not you're going out and buying a tree to plant in your garden, connecting with it, or you're going to a forest and connecting with a certain tree that you just feel intuitively drawn to, connect with that tree. There is something that is going to be given to you. Information, 11:55, guys. Anyway, information. But for many of you, this is a healing that's going to happen to your physical, emotional, and spiritual body. So there's a miracle that's going to happen through this. So tapping into that magic and those supernatural experiences that maybe you've never had, it might just happen for the first time through connection with trees. So you may start to understand the language of the trees. No, they don't talk English, but there is a certain language. And when you tap into it, it's undoubtedly it's undeniable. Okay, let's say that. It's undeniable. You just know that you know that you know. You don't know how that you know it, but you know it. Well, the reason why you know it is because you've connected. You're tapping into this magic, so to speak. So a lot of transformation happening in this card as well. Which cards do I go to, please? Thank you. What other messages do you have for us, please? Release control over the situation. Whatever this situation is that it's talking about for you, it's time to release control. Try not to force any certain type of outcome. And I feel like for many of you, this is part of that balance that we're at, that flat line energy that we're at, is because we're learning to not overreact, not underreact, not take things for granted even. I don't even know why that's coming out, because that's not at all in the direction that I was going. But it's a time of, learning that we don't have to have full control over everything, and that by not having control, things move a lot smoother. So that's one of the lessons that's being learned at this time. There's something that you're being asked to move towards. It's saying go for it. This is a new moon in Aries. It may just be, referring to, after all of these cards here, that, you need to rush towards or go towards that in which you are wanting. Go for it. Don't take no for an answer. Do whatever it takes to achieve whatever it is that it's talking about for you. So for many of you, this has been a time of cooling your emotions, not getting too deeply involved in something, or not allowing yourself to get too overworked or too much into that control energy. Or if you are, you're doing, where's that card? You're changing by being an alchemist, learning to be that master alchemist through the experiences that you're going through, but you're changing those energies to be something of a higher vibration, to where you're not sitting around and crying about something. You're like, okay, I'm going to be productive. I don't know what I need to do about this situation, but as long as I'm productive, then I'm going to be moving forward. So it's just about finding ways of being productive in the energies that you're in, so that you can be more creative, or what have you. But we do have this cool your emotions is coming up after go for it. So it may just be that we get too involved in whatever it is that we're going for, that we get too emotionally bogged down again, or too emotionally tied to something. So there's definitely a lesson in not doing that. So however that lesson is being given to you, it may look different for all of us, but however that lesson is being given to you, Spirit is definitely giving you that message. And I was told to read the bottom, which is trust the universe, trust the process, trust the way that you came in on is also coming out for me, which means that you're not being passed up for something. It's just time now to start moving in a direction of whatever. Okay, I am motivated. I will commit to healing all areas of my life. I am enough. And I am grateful. Today, I will give praise for the blessings in my life. Now, I don't know if I've already shared these a couple days ago with the readings. However, I was asked to use them again. So, it is what it is. And I am clairvoyant, just like I was saying. Some of you are going through that. Crown chakra, spiritual connection and transformation connects you to the divine, angels, source, God, and your own divinity within. Just another confirmation, 1616. Look that up as well. I am empathic. And today I will sun gaze. I will receive upgrades to my DNA. I will get connected with the divine, source, God, and angels while sun gazing. My consciousness will expand. I hope that you guys got something out of this reading. Much love to you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. Much love to you guys. Bye.